Yeah, buddy. Yo, I think this message is gonna pass, guys. Oh shit. Figure this out. Damn. All right, so check it out. Shit. Yeah, not looking good. My way. Not looking good. So, all right, let me refresh the page. I think we're gonna lose, and honestly, I don't even care. The hypocrisy behind the parties and the people behind the measure, it just goes too far for me. I really don't have the ability to comprehend it myself. I don't have the intelligence, the experience. I don't have what it takes. I don't have the chops for that. Right. I'm just a regular guy that sees some shit happening and that got impacted by a law. And I'm speaking on it. Because I kind of see it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, so we're now 70% in. We have 62% still yes on this measure and 38%. So that number hasn't budged much. That leads me to believe that based on the numbers we have, if we were to, in technical in data analysis, I forget what the term is, but basically forecast. That's the term. If we're going to forecast where we're going to be at, it's over. It's done. Okay. It's a fucking wrap. Now the question is, what do we do from here? Okay. I mean, if lawsuits go out, I think Lynn County might have a lawsuit because they have a, let me see if I can find it. They have a rule. Oh, I didn't save it. Shit. They have a rule in place that says that the Second Amendment cannot be trampled on, basically, for lack of better words. I don't know the term, but they have a rule. They have a law in their books that their Second Amendment can't be stepped on. So that means that any law that comes in their jurisdiction is trumped by their first law that says you're not going to fuck with our Second Amendment, our right to bear arms. That's a dope ass law. I wish we had one here. So I think for Lynn County, they're probably not going to enforce the magazine law like they said they're not going to enforce. But other counties, I don't think that it's definitely probably not the case. They're going to have to enforce it. And so let's just look at what is the future, okay? Because I'm a data-driven. I can't find my words right now, but I'm data-driven, and I'm all about forward momentum, forward movement. Right? It is what it is. I'm not the kind of guy that complains over spilled milk. Okay, so let's move forward. Magazines are capped at 10. We only have enough bullets to protect ourselves. So anybody that is armed in any area, he don't got enough bullets for you. That's the definite fact. So don't expect to see the hero anymore, right? Don't expect someone to go out in a blazing, in a whatever blazing glory of bullets, to protect a crowd of people, sky dropping clips. That ain't gonna happen, right? So now we only have enough. If I only have 10 shots, I truly only have enough to go like this. Bam, 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 right? I have 3 to 4 opportunities to land a critical shot. And then I have 6 fucking other opportunities to completely fuck shit up. But 3 or 4 of those shots, baby, if they're critical, I'm there. And as long as I'm protecting myself, I'm good. Cool. That means if you don't have a gun, you're probably going to die. That doesn't matter to me anymore. You guys are passing the laws that you want. That means every man for themselves. I still have a gun. I only have 10 shots now, though. You're on your fucking own. That's the future. Secondly, you're going to see people carrying magazines. I'm going to carry magazines right here from time to time. I mean, unless they have some shit right here on the side, but if it ain't comfortable, you're going to see me walking around with a vest of magazines, and it might look strange to you. That ain't my fucking business. Learn the law. I have to carry more magazines now because I don't have high capacity magazines or higher. I would even call a 20-shot magazine a high capacity magazine. Motherfuckers miss. Motherfuckers move around. It's going to be ducking. I mean, have you ever been to a shooting range? Shit, you think all 20 of them shots go hit? Nobody's that good. You know, unless you're some goddamn sports shooter or whatever. That's the third thing. You're going to see people with more magazines. All right. I mean, the second thing. Thirdly, what are we going to see thirdly? Well, crime's not going to go down. Not at all. Another thing I predict, crime's not going to go down. We will get the permits. I'll get a permit to own a gun. No big deal. You know, I've already gone through background checks, so I don't have a problem going through more. Background check me the fuck you want. Okay, there's nothing on my file. There's nothing on anyone's file. Everybody that has a gun today in Oregon can go through 100 more background checks, guys. This ain't gonna change. Okay, so there's that. So thirdly, we're all still legal. What else do we want to say? What else is gonna happen? So when this law passes, we're all gonna have to buy new magazines, which is stupid, especially when some of us have 11-round magazines like I have. But that's fine. It cost me $30. It's not a major problem. I'll buy another magazine. Okay. Now I need to get low capacity magazine for all my guns, which I only have a few. So not a major deal. What's up, Phoenix? But if I had more, yeah, I would have to buy more capacity. I have to buy more magazines. Okay. Now, if you guys need to buy a gun, most of you guys that passed this law, let's just say you get threatened. Somebody threatens to kill you and your whole family. He threatens to fuck you in your ass. I hate to say it's a little brutal, but I mean, that's how bad people talk. They're not like, hello, sir, I'm going to do some harm to you today. No, they're going to come to you. They're going to threaten to fuck you in your ass raw while you're bleeding, and they're going to fucking cut your head off and shit down your throat and fucking pull your goddamn spine out and slap your goddamn wife, bitch of a whore, with it, kill her and kill all your kids. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I mean, like, look, this isn't me talking. I'm just saying, I'm putting myself in the mind of the criminal. I'm doing my best to try to show you guys who we're up against. It ain't normal people like us. It's everyone else. Right. And so, like, you dealing with these kind of people. Are do you really want to wait for the cops to show up? Like, nah, I'm not. I'm good. I don't even have any kids. Right. I'm not married. But if I was married and had kids, I'm not going to let some fucking crazy lunatic with a gun kidnap me and my family. You see, that's the other thing. That's what it's really going to turn out to be. You're not going to be violated by a big, strong guy. Right? Like, you're going to be violated by a guy with a gun. A motherfucker with a gun is going to point his gun at you and say, get on the motherfucking ground. Put this fucking rope on your hands, bitch. You're tied up, motherfucker. Turn around. Turn around. Where's your... You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be like, hey, how are you doing today, sir? Oh, yeah? You want to rob me? Oh, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and sit here. What you want? They're going to beat you in the fucking head with their gun. I mean, come on. Don't you guys watch ID? I watch a lot of that shit. Those are real fucking murders that happen. A lot of them happen out here in the Northwest. That's another thing. There are a lot of murders out here. Yeah, but yeah, this law is going to pass. I believe it now. And I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. Look, I'm a strong dude. I can fight for myself. But, I mean, look, somebody has a gun, I'm fucked. I'll still carry my gun, though. I will. I'll carry that bitch if you guys pass laws where I can only have two, and I'll still be good. I'll kill two motherfuckers with those two bullets because I'm a crack shot. See, I'm not on here complaining that because I'm not a good shot. I'm just saying, like, it don't make a lot of sense because limiting the amount of the magazines just shows that you guys don't really give a shit about stopping anything. Because criminals don't care how many bullets. They don't follow, and they're not going to follow the law. And I know I don't have to tell you guys that. I just like saying it because I like to show how stupid it sounds. I like to put it in verb. I like to verbiate the stupidity of the entire idea. Especially when I'm a solution person. I come up with solutions. I do. I have. Look, categorically, through my experience, whether you know it or not, I have actually solved some very fucking complicated problems. I really have. All by myself. I've literally sat down and solved problems that only I was tasked to solve. And that makes me feel somewhat authoritative in the concept of solving problems. And I'm certified in problem management. I actually hold I won't say expert, but I hold a professional certification in problem management. Okay. So I understand the process behind analyzing a problem, assessing the causation of a problem, right? The causation are the multiple causes that lead up to what a problem is. A problem is only, to put a problem in context, a problem is the sum of all issues, right? Like they say, the sum of all parts, right? A problem is never it's not a singular thing. It's a multitude of issues combined. A problem is never a singular aspect. Nobody is ever a problem for one thing. Like if someone says, I got a problem with this dude, they don't say that they have one issue with them. Saying that they got a problem is basically saying that they're not saying that I have an issue with this guy in one way. They're saying I got multiple problems. And yeah, Phoenix, you're right, bro. You're right. Like when it comes to our family, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's where our gun rights should not be treaded on, because all we want to do is protect our families. And then we have family members. Look at that. We're losing share here. We have family members that don't even support gun rights. So all I say to those family members is, if you have a problem, I hope the police come to save you. I hope they help you. I hope they're there for you when you need them. Because I don't know. Look, I've had a lot of problems in my life. I never had a police officer save my life. I saved my ass. Not one time. Okay, not once. I would love to hear from anybody that has been saved by the police. But yeah, we're gonna lose this, and hey, we'll be buying more fucking and we'll be buying more rounds. Somehow Washington County has flipped to being a blue county. Okay. I didn't know that. Clackamas still got a lot of votes out. But man, I can't believe Washington County is fucking blue now. That's weird though, man. It makes me feel like they might want to try to change I bet you that I would be surprised if they try to change the boundary and turn South Hillsborough into more Portland jurisdiction. They would do some shit like that because there's so much more to Washington County on the outskirts than, South Hillsborough in this area that I'm in. I'm in a real yuppie area, man. This area, like, they don't even like you to barbecue. These motherfuckers think that you should buy all your food. Yeah, if you're out there barbecuing and there's making smoke and shit, they're types that are all like, damn, man, what's you smoking shit? Well, why don't you just go and buy your food? It's like, bitch, why the fuck would I buy it? Well, I can cook better than the motherfuckers in the restaurant. Like, that's the problem with living people with money. That's the annoying part about living people with money. They feel like they can just throw money at everything. Dude, they're spending thousands a month on food, and they just feel like, money solves everything. Whereas me, I'm like, man, fuck that. I'll fucking grill. I'll grill 4 or 5 days out of the week. But that's just one of the things, like that's just like, these guys feel like in this area, they wouldn't protect themselves. These guys don't got no guns in this area, in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You got some hardcore cats, but most of these fools ain't even from this country. These motherfuckers are marks, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't stand up for themselves at all. Yeah, they wouldn't stand up for themselves at all. And, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, though. In my neighborhood, cops are gonna be there quick. If I call the cops right now, they'll probably be here in like 2 minutes. But that's because this is a small city. These cops are just floating around. They drive up and down my street. Like, they out there all the time. My neighborhood is the type of neighborhood where the cops will now, they'll come and they'll eat their donuts and drink their coffee and shit and chill, in a cut somewhere and wait for a call. This is that kind of neighborhood. So I'm probably in one of the, safest neighborhoods out. And I'm an armed citizen. So I'm safe in that aspect. I'm armed. So if someone were to come bamming on my door, they might get shot and killed. If they're a threat. I'm not going to shoot and kill them. I'm not going to just hear someone knocking on the door and be like, shit, but if they're a threat and there's 4 or 5 dudes, they might get shot up. Right? But yeah, this county's going to change, man. There's going to be some differences out here now. I'll be interested to see how that's going to turn out. But I really don't think we're going to win this. I think this shit is over. Somehow Washington County. So let me give you a background. So what everybody used to always say is Washington County was a racist county. This has always been one of the hardest counties to live in. Just because it's just been more of a red state. They never really been tolerant of black folks, Mexicans, no minorities, right? A lot of white folks, a lot of hillbillies. And, I got used to it. I've been here for a long time. I don't really give a fuck anymore. And I did some farming out here. So look, I got clout now in the farm game. So I'm from the city. I grew up in Oakland, California. I lived in Oregon for all these years. And I got like 3-4 years on the farm. I got some motherfucking clout, nigga. I can stand on my words now. I used to log. I fed cows. I helped do hay. I used to bale hay, bugged hay, all kinds of shit, right? I used to fucking sit on a tractor. I used to limb trees. So I used to wedge trees. So I wedged them after dude would trim the tree, or basically take a wedge out. I would put these plastic wedges in a butt end of an axe, and I'd wedge the tree and knock that shit down. I did it to at least 30, 40 trees, maybe more. Right. And then I would walk the tree line from the bottom, from the cut tree. I'd walk down the tree and I would trim all the limbs off. right? And there are limbs from the bottom all the way to the tip of the tree. And I'd walk all the way down and trim the fucking limbs off of all corners of the tree, right? And then he'd grab the tractor. It wasn't a tractor. It was it was like a bulldozer. It was a bulldozer. That's what it was. It was a powerful ass bulldozer that could literally push down a house. And he'd bring these chokers out, throw them out. I'd grab the chokers, tie up the trees. We'd tie up like 4 or 5 trees and we'd drag them down the mountain, drag them down the fucking hillside. You know what I'm saying? And when we get them down there, chop them up. The butt pieces I'd cut up for firewood. Then we would load. I mean, look, I'm just saying, motherfucker, I used to do a lot of shit, right? And I used to feed cows 2 times a day, morning and night. The daytime they'd graze. I'd fucking clip bull balls, baby bull balls. We've clipped them. Put rubber bands on their balls so tight the fucking balls shrivel up, fall off, and the rubber band would seal the fucking wound, and they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? They'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Well, I fed steers, right? The steers a cow that ain't not going to be a show cow. They're only for meat. Give them good food, grain. We can feed them grain, right? You know what I'm saying? They're fed the best. And yeah, they got beefed out and turned into fucking filet mignons. And you know, the cows that had the best genetics, the cows that had the most beautiful genetics, those cows were also fed grain, and they were the show cows. Okay, they were they didn't get beefed out, and they were turned in. You know, they would go to the shows. So I know a lot about the rural side, and I know they do a lot for our country. You know what I'm saying? And keeping them safe is very important. That's number one priority. Keeping our hillbillies and our country boys and our country folk safe. They're out there growing grass seeds so you motherfuckers can sprinkle it in your little fucking punk ass yards. Okay, they have seed farms so you guys can take the seeds from their farms and sprinkle it on your yard and have some grass in your little cubicle section of grass. Okay, that's what farmers are doing. Farmers are raising cows so you guys can fucking eat hamburgers at McDonald's and Carl's Jr. and Wendy's, and you can buy your damn steaks and your fucking quarter. Where do you guys think that shit comes from? You think the aliens are dropping meat off? You think aliens are just beaming meat down here from a fucking other country? I mean, a planet? No, the goddamn meat is coming from a fucking white man's farm somewhere in goddamn Vernonia. Or somewhere goddamn down toward California. All these fucking cow farms. You know what I'm saying? That's the most hypocritical thing about city people. Is they don't understand all the commodities they get from farmers. Yeah, when farmers have needs, they don't fucking care. They're just like, look, our people are killing themselves with guns. We don't give a fuck about y'all protecting yourselves. You know, and I mean, look, both sides have a valid argument. Yeah, you're right. People are killing themselves with guns because these people are stupid. I was dumb. I would have killed a motherfucker. Look, when I was a kid, I would have shot a motherfucker in a heartbeat because I was stupid. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here as an adult and say these guys are smart. They're not. But they're not lost either, though. Like, I don't think there's a big difference between stupid and, like, completely moronic. You know, you hit the stage of being a moron, you don't have the capacity to obtain intelligence. Kids are not inherently stupid. They're unknowledgeable, but very teachable. Very much are they capable of acquiring new knowledge. I don't give a fuck who anyone says. You know, nobody can acquire new knowledge like a kid. Yeah, Illinois. I don't know about Illinois. I'll probably check it. It sounds like it's probably got some rural areas. Man, all these areas, man, you know, in the middle of the country are rural. Look at this map right here. All these counties passed the law because they're very small counties. Look at this. Less than 10,000 people in this county. Look at this big ass chunk of land over here. No one's going to protect them. Like 5,000 people in this big ass chunk of Oregon. Look at this. This whole chunk of Oregon got less than 5,000 people in it. But look up here. Portland. Portland got a little tiny ass sliver. Wait a minute, that ain't Portland. Multnomah right here. Tiny ass sliver. But they got 259,000 people over there. You know what I'm saying? That say we want this. So it's all, you know, it's the masses, right? I mean, like, it's, if you have more weight, more people, and, you know, like, I'm not going to sit here and hate on the system. It is what it is. Okay, let's just say hypothetically that since there are 300,000 people over there, they deserve the majority vote. Fine. But I hope Multnomah County residents, I hope this works out for you. I'm not even going to disrespect you anymore. Even though I think you guys are fucking going about this the wrong way. I'm not gonna directly disrespect Multnomah County. I lived in Multnomah before. I worked in Multnomah before. I've been around Multnomah. I do think y'all got y'all shit fucked up. You guys are crazy. But I'm not going to disrespect you and say that this isn't a necessary thing for you. Maybe it is. I fucking hope it works out, though. Honestly, your little magazine capacity limit is not going to impact me that much. I hope I never need to use a gun. I'll definitely only use a gun if it's for me. But, you know, we'll come back. You know, we'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. We'll refresh this again. Washington County. I can't believe you guys. I can't believe Washington County. Yeah, anyway, man, let's check this shit out later. I'm going to call my girl up. I might come back later. I might play some games later. We'll see. Make Phoenix, I'll holla, dog. I'll probably be back. Yeah, I see your grandfather was a farmer. But no, man, look, man, farming is, that's like, they don't respect farmers. The only people that know how important farmers are the police officers, certain, like, you know, governments know their farmers. Like, you know, the governor of Oregon, they're probably well aware. They probably have a list of all their farmers in Oregon because they know they need to support these guys. These guys, you know, they have a lot of burden. Raising animals, just think how hard it is to raise 4 kids. Think about how hard it is to raise 100 cows. There ain't no fucking weekends. There ain't no breaks. That's what I learned. I was like, shit, what are we going to do on Saturday, Sunday? Oh, fuck, we do the same shit we did Monday through Friday. What? What, you for real? Yeah, motherfucker. Cows still need to eat. Them niggas ain't going to go figure that shit out on weekend. Farmers is farming 7 days a week. Grain and all the, you know, motherfucker, people that farm agriculture, that's a 7-day-a-week job. This shit don't go off on Saturday. Motherfucking shit still needs fertilized and still needs the water and the pipes to work. The water pressure got to be checked. Goddamn, you got to measure the amount of water. Shit, when you got agriculture, you can't just be watering willy-nilly. You got to, you know, it depends on the temperature outside, right? How hot it is, if it's cold, if it's freezing, right? You're not going to water and freeze the shit, and you can't water too much when it's hot. You're going to burn it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people just they don't think about it. You know, farming and agriculture is some serious shit. That's why the government has programs for them. You know, but this is something the government can't help them with. Safety. This is, you know what I'm saying? And I understand safety requirements living in a rural area. Even though I'm not technically in a rural spot. I'm not. There's a lot of motherfuckers around here. Nobody's going to help you. But there's a lot of people over here. But you go about 5 miles up the street and you start getting rural. Once you start getting Cornelius, you're rural. Forest Grove, you're rural. What else? Any of those areas beyond Banks, Forest Grove, Tillamook, Cornelius, that's all rural. St. Helens is rural. I mean, shit, I've driven through there. There's some rural shit I've seen. So anyway, look, guys, it's a wrap. Fuck it. All right. We'll wait until the magazine manufacturers come out with little 10-round magazines. And then, look, guys, let's just hope we never have to shoot nobody. It doesn't matter. Let's not make this a big fucking deal. If this is gonna make everybody feel better, let's let them do this. Right? This is not a reason for us to be angry at one another. This is not a real. I was mad at first though. I ain't gonna lie. I was annoyed. I'm like, fuck you guys. But this isn't a good enough reason for us to be annoyed. You guys are just trying to do your best. And, you know, all we can do is commend you on that. Congratulations on your measure 114. It passed. You know, I succeed, you know. I'm not gonna change my position. I still think this is a piece of shit measure. It's trash. It really is. It's fucking hot trash. But maybe it's not for you. But for me it is. But again, I'm not going to trample on you guys in that sense. I'm going to concede, congratulate you guys, and I hope that it's challenged in the courts. I definitely do. I hope we make it illegal. I hope it doesn't apply to Washington County. What I would really like to see is Multnomah County apply this law to their own goddamn county. Y'all have 300 crazy motherfuckers over there. Go ahead and worry about yourselves. Apply the law over there. That's what I would like to see. It doesn't have to be set on everybody else. All right. So anyway, I'm gone. I'm gonna holler back. I might come back Phoenix to play some games. But I need to do something.